Shaken and undecided, Scandos I held his machine at the very verge of invisibility and watched and listened. "But it's so maddeningly incomplete," Scandos II started. "When it goes into such fine detail on almost everything else, why can't we get how he stumbled onto one lot and never any other of high alloy steel, chrome, nickel, vanadium, molybdenum, tungsten steel, Mortison's super steel to be specific, which wasn't rediscovered for thousands of years? Why, it was revealed to him by his personal god Losir, don't you remember?" Furman snickered. "Poppycock. To us, yes, but not to them. Hence, no detail, and you know why we can't go back and check. Of course, we simply don't know enough about time. But I would so like to study this Lord of the Marches at first hand. Nowhere else in all reachable time does any other one entity occupy such a uniquely key position." "So would I, Chief. If we knew just a little more, I'd say go. In the meantime, let's run that Tri-D again to see if we've overlooked any little thing." In the three-dimensional full-color projection, Arms Master Lord Tedric destroyed the principal images of the monstrous god Sarpedion and killed Sarpedion's priests. He rescued Lady Rohan, King Fagon's eldest daughter, from the sacrificial altar. The king made him Lord of the Marches, the highest of the high. "This part I like." Furman pressed the stud. The projector stopped. A blood-smeared, armored giant and a blood-smeared naked woman stood, arms around each other, beside a blood-smeared altar of green stone. Talk about being stacked. If I hadn't checked the data myself, I'd swear you went overboard there, Chief. "Exact likenesses, life-size," Scandos II grunted. "Tedric, 6'4", 230, muscled just like that. Rohan, 6 feet and half an inch, 190. The only time she ever appeared in the raw in public, I guess, but she didn't turn a hair. What a couple!" Furman stared enviously. "We don't have people like that anymore." "Fortunately, no. He could split a full-armored man in two with a sword. She could strangle a tiger barehanded. So what? All the brains of the whole damned tribe boiled down into one wouldn't equip a half-wit." "Oh, I wouldn't say that," Furman objected. "Fagon was a smooth, shrewd operator." "In a way, sometimes. But committing suicide by wearing gold armor instead of high-alloy steel doesn't show much brainpower." "I'm not sure I'll buy that either. There were terrific pressures. But say Fagon had worn steel that day at Middlemarch Castle and lived 10 or 15 years longer. My guess is that Tedric would have changed the map of the world. He wasn't stupid, you know, just bullheaded, and Fagon could handle him. He would have pounded a lot of sense into his skull if he had lived. However, he didn't live," Scandos returned dryly. "And so every decision Tedric ever made was wrong. But to get back to the point, did you see anything new?" "Not a thing. Neither did I. So go and see how 812 is doing." For time test number 811 had failed, and there was little ground for hope that number 812 would be any more productive. And the lurking Scandos I, who had been studying intensively every aspect of the situation, began to act. It was crystal clear that Time Track 2 could hold only one Scandos. One of them would have to vanish, completely, immediately, and permanently. Although in no sense a killer by instinct or training, only one course of action was possible if his own life, and as a matter of fact all civilization, were to be conserved. Wherefore he synchronized and shot his unsuspecting double neat